I would love it if you would just share what it's been like working with me, how your business has changed, or just what the experience has been like, whatever you'd like to say in that regard.
Oh, Judy, I love you. Like, you've been so great. Like, even my husband, like the other day, I can't remember who we were talking about, like with, but it was like a family or something. And then he go like, oh yes, Karina is like with this Judy lady, and they're like all Christians and they're all women. And man, she just like took off and like there is no stopping her. I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's thanks to Judy. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that is so neat. Well, from the very beginning, Carolina, you have always been one to just jump in. Like if I would suggest a strategy, you ran with it, and you always astounded me in the way you did that. So thank you for that. All right.
Oh, no. You're such a giving person, Judy, and that's something that I really, really enjoy.
Speaking of the Academy, can you, if you had to describe the Academy with just one word, what would it be?
Amazing.
Yay. Awesome. Okay. Now do you want to elaborate? What makes it what is your favorite part of it?
My Fridays. My Friday masterminds are amazing. I'm like always looking forward to it. But just the Academy itself, like, is very easy to find things on the side and like follow up your like your progress, like where you're at. It definitely is easy to follow and it makes sense. Like the steps that it has, like it makes sense. Like it take you from like the basic stuff to like starting to concentrate on more deep things and then move forward and like start implementing. And I like that. And then of course our Fridays is just like, that's my favorite, absolutely my favorite part of
it. And what makes it so good? Like why do you look so forward to it?
Well, one, like just to listen to everybody's ideas and their struggles, or like just sharing what I'm doing, and like it's like a light bulb just goes on every time. Like, oh, I didn't think about that. Like that makes more sense, because like when you're just like one person thinking about things, like it's hard to like maybe see the bigger picture, or like seeing like what things could you really tweak to make it better, or decide like that's not something that you should be doing. But when you have a group of ladies that are like-minded and they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense, or like, no, you should do this part, or like, oh, that's a great idea, or like even like your idea helps somebody else, like I'm like, all right, I'm doing something right, or like, okay, I need to change it.
Yeah. So it's a sisterhood. It's even, I knew it would be powerful, but it's even more powerful than I thought. And there's no doubt, because Christ is there. He is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
So tell the ladies, how is the Academy different from some of the other programs or courses with other people that you might have taken?
So like you're very given, as I said before, like you're very, very given. So I had other classes where not necessarily they teach you things per se. Like they might just give you the idea, but they don't go any farther. Like sometimes like people tell you, okay, like do this, but then you're like, all right, then what do I do with it? Where here, like you're like, all right, we're gonna get on that one-on-one call. Let's figure out what you need to do. Let's brainstorm the thing. Let's brain dump it. Like what steps, and like that's something that I love by working with you, Judy. That you make us think deeper and implement. Like that's the biggest part. Like you help us implement the things that we learn.
That's awesome. Okay, so other ladies have told me that one of the things they really, really love that they get with me that they haven't really gotten anywhere else is the high touch support from me personally. So can you speak to that?
Oh, absolutely. Every time I have a question, and like it doesn't matter if it's the middle of the night, I can like text message Judy, or I can like send her a PM on Facebook, and I'm like, listen, like I'm going through whatever it is, and then she will like leave whatever it is that she's doing, and she either like tell me, hey, Han, can I call you like in so and so? Like she's never like not respond to you. Like you always like tell us, even if you're busy, hey, I'm busy, I'll get back to you. And that's something that you don't get from everybody.
Mhm.
And that's the way I am too. So like I totally love it.
Yeah, support is huge because, you know, if you were left to your own devices of studying these materials, not about the information, but if that's all I gave you, then that would only get you so far, right? I mean, it's the here's how to do it. And if you have a question, you know, that's what Fridays are all about. And that's what Messenger is all about, right?
Yeah.
So we've been working together for at least 2 years now.
Yeah, almost 3. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So tell the ladies, like, what has been the biggest change in your business in that time?
My mindset. And putting God center and focus on my business. Like before, I was struggling and making like comparisons per se, like, oh, so and so does this, and so I should be doing it like that too. But that wasn't me. And by working with you and listening to you, like I don't need anybody's permission to be myself.
Wow.
I only need God in my life to make sure that I do what He has me here to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly believe that God puts the people that we need in our path. And when we don't need them anymore, or they're not the right thing for our souls, He takes them away. So I know that me finding you was His doing, like 100%.
Business is good for you right now, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. So talk about that, about how your business, where it was, you know, 2.5, 3 years ago, and what kind of amazing things you're doing.
So on my first year of real estate, I only closed like maybe 6 transactions, if that. I was very new. I didn't have the support that I really needed from my broker. And then I found you. And the next year, I doubled that by following through, by giving myself permission to be myself, by putting God in my life, in my business life, because He is in my life personally, but I wasn't really paying attention or listening to what He was saying about my business. Mm-hmm. And then the 2019 was my best year, and I was able to pay for all our adoption, no debt, all because of everything that I did in my business. And we were able to travel to Colombia. And then last year was slow, not because I didn't have the motivation or the business, because it was there. I just needed to focus on my son because it was like right when we got him. But when I finally found the balance of being a mom, being myself, and my business, like it's taking off. Like even now with COVID-19, like I've been busy.
Yeah.
And it's not just people I serve. Like there is a ton of referrals that I send out, people that refers me people. So it's been great. It sure has changed a lot for me in my revenue and how I do business.
So what was your revenue goal for 2020 and where are you now?
So as far as revenue, I had to like take all my stuff down because I'm selling the house. And I had it on like the big board. But I know for 2020, I had the goal of 14 transactions. And I'm already at 8 transactions for this year.
Wow, 8 transactions, and here we are in early June.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. And what do you have in the pipeline?
I have about 5 clients that I'm working with, and there's more people that keep on coming.
That is
So,
awesome. Congratulations. That's just
thank
really
you.
amazing. Would you recommend the Blessed to Thrive Academy to another business owner who's a woman who loves the Lord?
Really, Judy? Really? Of course, of course. I will recommend the academy. I mean, and not just the modules that you do, but just how we interact with each other and help each other, which most of the times you don't get that whatever you're working at. Like either at your brokerage if you're a realtor, or like if you're a Medicaid consultant or whatnot, because sometimes like your bosses are just focusing on the volume and not necessarily the quality of the people that you're getting to serve. And that's one thing that when I learned that part, like focusing on my ideal client, which you helped me figure out, I was like, no, I don't want to work with a guy that doesn't care whether or not the house is going to be good or not for a new family. I don't want to work with the $1 million one because this is just a next house and let's go and I don't want to see you again. I want to work with the people that are going to have ownership on their home, that have been working hard to get to that point. And that's what really drives me to do better in my business. Mm-hmm. So the academy has helped me a ton on this, and I absolutely recommend it to anybody and every woman that is Christian and wants to develop and get their business to be better.